and welcome to Indy Anarchs, a vampire 5th ed story hosted by Martlet Games. I'm Steven, your storyteller for the evening. Now, before we introduce our fantastic collective here, I'd like to offer a content warning to the audience. Vampire is an adult horror game with mature themes such as blood, gore, language, drugs, and such. The players are in constant contact with each other via chat to express any limits they may have, and our Session 0 set a foundation on said limits to begin with, and I think we're all in good group on that. So, if it does become too much for you, no worries. Please come back when you feel more comfortable. Check out something else that we have on, Twitch, YouTube. Check out what awesome things that all of these people are in. Now, let's introduce the collective first with Leslie.
Hi everyone, I'm Leslie, Leslie Wombat on Twitter, and I will be playing Estelle Hines, your Nosferatu DJ.
Awesome, and now Wes.
Hi, I'm Wes Franks. I'm the founder and creative director of Carrion Comfort Studios. And for this evening, I'll be playing Larson Hannah, a gangrel host.
Very nice. Next up, we have Kitty.
Hi everybody, I'm Kitty Kimchi. Yep, she's Blasian on Twitter, and I'm going to be playing TTX, your Bruja bouncer.
Very nice. And last, we have Corey.
Hi everybody, I am at Indy Corey Harris on Twitter. I will be playing Dean Miller, your Zabitsi nightclub or building owner.
Building owner. As you see, we have the group all ready to go. Let's get this party started. Now, the city of Indianapolis was founded in 1818 when European settlers seized the land from the Potawatomi, Way, Delaware, and Miami people. Several decades later, Melvin Ramsey, a follower of Set, thought that the location of Indy was perfect, located in the middle of the country at that time. He thought the location would hold certain importance for both kindred and kind. All roads would go through his land. Now, growth was slow, but Indianapolis found itself a playing role in the Underground Railroad system and with the rise of the steel industry. With its commercial growth gaining interest with kindred, the Ventru flocked to the city. However, with no set governing body, the Sabbat grabbed hold. Their rule ran through most of the 20th century, until now Father Ramsey, and a group of Setites ran them out of the city, reclaiming the town back to the ministry. With Indianapolis now part of the Anarch movement, the ministry has only one rule: follow the masquerade. Because of that, the city is filled with many cults and clubs, a vacation haven to the Midwest. And above one of the biggest cities for kindred and kind in the city, the Vault, is where we will find our collective. Waking up in their separate apartments, each has their own job at the club. Larson, please roll for rouse.
That is a success.
That is a success. Good evening. You wake up as you normally do. As soon as you sit up, you have your nice, lined out morning, evening routine set upon you that you've set out before you went to bed. How does that look like for Larson?
Larson never really took care of himself in life. He was a fan of liquor and hard drugs. But in his new unlife, he still enjoys liquor and hard drugs, but he takes care of himself. So he exercises, he has his routine. He puts on his makeup afterwards, after he goes ahead and cleans himself, and puts on makeup to make himself look more human-esque. Then he goes ahead and gets dressed. Typically a suit with slacks, and he wears a Revere collared shirt most of the time. He likes how it makes his jawline look, his neckline. And He adorns himself with his normal jewelry. In particular, there is one ring that he is very, very attached to, that he keeps on his ring finger, on his left hand, even though he's not married. He adjusts his glasses because they make him look more approachable to guests. And he does this all while listening to heavy metal music. He has no preference. Thrash, sludge, speed metal, death metal, black metal, dark metal, what have you. He likes it all. And then once he is done, he turns off the music and he gets his day started. He checks his phone for messages, emails, important things of that nature. It's important to keep work-life boundaries.
Absolutely. And as soon as you go through and you're checking everything, your personal setup there, about 5 minutes will go by and you'll have all that done. And waiting for you at the door, as every day, is going to be Dante. Now, Dante's there to kind of be the mortal face of the club. He doesn't own anything, but he looks like he could, and he pulls it off for you when you need it to happen. He's about 6 foot tall, skinny, short blonde hair, baby blue eyes, baby face, but always with his black flannel on, his black Dickies on, his black Doc Martens on. He's always there, kind of like stage crew, if you will. Good evening, sir. I hope all is well.
Very good. Rested very well this afternoon and morning.
Awesome. I'm glad everything's working out for you. I'm glad everything's going smooth already. I just wanted to let you know you have 2 visitors coming in today, looking to discuss matters with the collective. Keisha Phelps will be in sometimes with some matters dealing with the city, and Electra from the Lillian Club will be in to see you as well. Now, Keisha Phelps is, when she comes around, she's there for business. When Electra's there to talk shop. Dante finishes up. I don't have much more on the topics there, but just be prepared that they'll be in.
Let's go ahead and get Electra set up in one of our finest booths. I don't want her to be in the cozy VIP areas or the kindred-only second floor area. She likes to be amongst the cattle, as she likes to call it. So we'll put her in the vault itself, probably in the far left corner. She seems to like the climate there. And for Keisha, we will have her in the second floor area as well.
Okay. He's just writing it down on his iPad here, making sure he hits everything that he needs there.
Excellent. Are we looking good on liquor and everything else?
Oh yeah, the truck showed up this morning. We are set up for everything here. I believe Estelle doesn't have anything going on, so she might be able to host the music for tonight. Of course, I will ask her for that and see how that's going as well.
Yes, let's make sure that it's either her or somebody that we trust. Well and good. Let's also think about getting that Ghosty, whatever his name is. I see he's very popular with kids on TikTok.
I think I know who you're talking. Ghostman?
One of them. Yeah, one of
that
those
guy?
types. That guy. Go ahead and see if we can get him to play something here. That'd be very nice.
I'll see if we can get him for the within the month.
Good. Thank you, Dante. Anything else?
No, sir. That's all I have. I will. I'll go check on everybody else real quick.
I'll see you on the floor.
See you there. Dante turns around and starts walking down the hall to the elevator to go up to the next floor. who is actually going to be TT. Good evening, TT. Please roll rouse.
I get hungrier.
You wake up this morning and you check your phone. The first thing that you do. It's not something you normally do, but everything on your phone is people talking politics and talking heads, and everything's just you can't get away from it this morning when you wake up. The inner child of you, the beast inside of you, I don't know why I made it an inner child, the beast inside of you gets pretty hot. You got this little pain in the back of your head now from going through. Your hunger goes up by 1 as well. Now, mornings don't always start this way, but you're not going to be. It's not a good start. How does TT prepare for the day?
She gets dressed, black crop top, fingerless black leather gloves, black, all black, black cargo pants, and Doc Martens.
Absolutely. And what's your song of choice that you're getting ready to go through? Are you watching anything? Are you listening to anything?
The Doc McStuffins theme song.
We have that going on. You have it blaring. Everybody on your floor that lives there, you only have like 2 more people on your floor. They've learned that they just have to live with it. When it comes to it, nobody's knocking on your door. You will get a message from your security manager, Sarge. And he'll just be sending you the simple information he sends you every morning. He doesn't really talk that much. He just gets straight to the details. No issues in the morning. Security, everybody's in. No call-offs. Everybody's already into position. Cameras have been checked for the week. The alarm systems that you have been checked today. Anything else that you need me to do?
Now I'm gonna head on down and check everything out.
Absolutely. You come down and you have a little security booth right next to the bar. Just the big manager's office, but it's mainly where all the cameras and everything are. It's right in the center of the building. They can get to wherever they need to go fast. You get in there, and Sarge is standing there chit-chatting with Dante. Dante sees you, and, ma'am, we have 2 visitors that will be coming to see us today. Keisha Phelps and Electra will be in today. She has requested they have both requested the coterie for different matters. I will be in your ear. I will be in your ear when they show up to give you time.
Okay, so be it.
Okay. He turns and walks off. Next up for waking up is going to be Estella. Now, good evening. Please roll rouse.
Ooh, I also get hungrier.
You wake up and you have 14 voicemails.
That's so many.
All of them about a minute long with nothing on the back of it.
Cool. Are they're all the same number?
No, the numbers
Blocked?
switch, but
Okay,
you can
cool.
look. That you can tell that every single one of them has to be fake because they called immediately right after the other. So your beast has decided to go through your memory banks and bring you back to your college days of dealing with just some terrible people that you thought you could trust. And it just kind of flashes in your head for that. But with that, it very much angers you in the morning as well. You're going to gain 1 hunger for the bad rouse. But how's Estelle going to take this? What's going to be the music selection for today?
Oh, today's music selection is definitely going to be dark and emotional. She does a lot of dark synth, so it's definitely going to be very moody music, very broody music. She is not thrilled that he has found her number again. This is always a nuisance.
Absolutely.
Every single time.
This is maybe the 3rd phone this has happened to.
Yeah.
You've tried changing the number. You've tried the blocks.
He's a crafty one.
He gets there. Once you pick your music, you have a wall of vinyls in front of you, and you pick your top 3 that you're definitely going to play. When actual vinyl hits on your turntables to play music instead of the digital things that you play, it means very much to you, and you only use it for specific songs that time. So you're going very dark, and you may even throw an emo song in there just for tonight.
Always. Absolutely.
Just one to like maybe piss somebody off.
For sure. We love to get the crowd irritated.
Absolutely. The door knocks, cracks open, and Dante just kind of peeks in. 2 things. Both
What's
guests.
up, Dante? Okay.
Nothing much, just running around, doing the same thing that I always do. Just never stopping.
As you do, Dante.
Keisha and Estelle will be Electra. Will be here tonight.
Great. Gonna play some music
lots
that's
of-
right up Electra's alley, so she'll love it.
Awesome. I'm guessing I won't be around when that happens. So if it's funny, please just record it for me. That's all
Will
I
do.
ask.
I'll get someone to.
Thank you. He bolts out. See ya.
Bye, Dante.
And anything else that you want to do before you head down and start getting some music going?
She'll probably check in with B Cubed and Vast Villain, just make sure they're doing okay. Her lovely DJ friends.
Absolutely.
Where they are for the night. Always good to check in on your posse.
So your posse lives in the same apartment complex. They are successful enough that they can pay the rent that Dean makes them pay. For where they are. They, only get 2 windows, but they love it. They love where they are. They can play as loud as they want. The Vast Villain is not here at the moment. He has a gig that he should be finishing up on, but he will be back sometime during the night. B Cubed will be up with you a little bit during the set, usually, but they're just
Perfect.
picking their music out, listening to such, getting ready.
Great. Yeah. Then she'll get ready and head on downstairs.
Very
She
nice.
likely puts on a purple crop top, lots of it's very cartoonish, got a lot of silly drawings on it, skulls, flames, blah blah blah. She puts on a like a chest harness that's mostly made of chains. And then she always slaps on her goofy glasses that light up and kind of distract from her face. She's wearing her hair in 2 pigtails, and then she's covered it in flower clips.
Very nice.
She'll roll on downstairs with a big pair of headphones on.
So you're heading down, and finally, Dean, always the last one to rise, it seems like. Good evening. Please roll rouse. You need to roll a 6 or higher to succeed.
I succeeded.
Very nice. You have had a well-rested evening. You had a bit of a good time last night, and the way that you were able to display your face that night, you really liked what you did, and it stayed with you throughout the day. So as you wake up, the first thing that you have is the mirror in front of you to decide how you're going to look for the evening, and you're A-okay on the first time here, like right there, 1 for 1 first try.
I don't think Dean's going to change anything today. I feel like this meets his mood. This will be acceptable for how he meets people today.
Very nice. You will do your daily rituals, and you will put in your earpiece. And nobody really comes to get you. You have a boss's routine of they will find you when you are ready. And they've been doing it for so long that it just works out well. They know when to talk to you, when your routine's going to set up. So nobody bothers you. You can wake up, you listen to or read whatever you want to for the night. Give yourself about 15 minutes. Anything in particular that you're doing in that?
I'm going to put on my normal kind of outfit for meeting people today. I'm going to go with the black pinstripe button down, black slacks, and Doc Marten boots underneath.
Okay. You'll
early 2000s industrial metal that I love so much. Celebrate the good time that I'm having this evening.
Absolutely. You got some Combi Christ and Rammstein playing to wake you up this evening. Feeling a little rowdy, feeling a little good. You got a little hop in your step when you're heading down the hallway, and then down to the elevator, where you were there, walking out of the elevator and walking into your bar, your club, the vault, just as they open the doors.
Excellent.
You overlook the area in front of the bar. Now, there are a few sections in this vault that are of importance. First one is the club itself, the vault. Now, this is a place where kindred and cattle like to mingle. However, no masquerade breaching is allowed in this room. Everybody knows it. Everybody follows the rules. If you know about the place, then you know the rules and you follow them. The second floor is a kindred-only area where kindred, ghouls, and cattle will find themselves. This is more of your lounge area compared to the nightclub of the vaults. It's very couch-orientated. It's very black and red and dark, and low music so you can have a conversation and deal in matters that only kindred talk about. The third area is the VIP section, which is the vault. Now, the only time people are allowed in the vault is if you allow them. This is a very special VIP area. This is only for the collective and their special guests and workers of the club to come and set up. Now we have a couple hours to go by. The club fills up quickly. You automatically see that there is going to be good tips tonight for all the staff. Going to have some good music going on. Everybody's feeling their groove. It's going well. Larson, please roll me a wits and awareness, since you're at the front greeting.
You got it, stud. One moment. 4 wits and 3 awareness. Now, I do have a specialty in crowds. For awareness in crowds.
Give yourself an extra die.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. That is 4 successes.
4 successes. As soon as the crowd gets to about maybe 40 feet from the door to get in, you notice Sword of Damocles. Now, Sword of Damocles is Indianapolis's most famous drag queen. She just came off her fire dance appearance on America's Next Top Queen. Now, Swarta is 6'5" in heels, lean and very muscular. She's actually performed here a couple of times. She's done a few hooked aerial performances, and then lip syncs as well. She's wearing a torn crow top t-shirt turned into a bikini and a fishnet deal with denim short shorts on. And, of course, those heels. She sees you and waves from the crowd.
I immediately hold up a hand, and then I will personally go move my way around the line, and I will unhook one of the velvet ropes that she's beside. I will open it for her and say, "Madam Damocles, you should never ever have to worry about waiting in a line when you come visit the vault."
She sees you, and her 2 assistants walk out of the line, and she's like, "Larson, honey, thank you. These heels are fucking killing me."
Of course. Where
Now,
should we put you for this evening?
mind if we get a booth next to the door? If I'm going to look this good, I need to be seen.
Perfect. We'll get you set right up with that. What should we start you off with for this evening?
Oh, you know what? We just got done working out. You're fresh off there. We're just going to start with some water for tonight.
Water, perfect. I'll send still and sparkling just in case.
Why, thank you. And she follows you, and once you turn the corner, you see your 6 VIP booths that are set up. Some, circular booths, bottle service, all the good things. The spot in front is not reserved, so it's open for the night. However, there is somebody in the spot. It's a guy who's just wearing like a college football t-shirt and shorts. He kind of just like showed up. Shouldn't be, looks like should be at the gym. And he's got the feet on the booth, just kind of sitting there.
One moment, darling. And I'm going to walk up to the table. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, can I get like a bucket of White Claws or something?
A bucket of White Claws, yes, sir. For you and your friends, or just for you?
Just for me for right now.
Perfect. All right. Now, if it's just you sitting here, then I'm sure that we could find you a more comfortable space.
I mean, these look pretty comfy. And am I not supposed to sit here?
They're very comfy, but they're meant for groups, more so. I'd like to get you set up in some place that's more for a bachelor, so to speak.
Milf. Okay, I'll follow you at your place. He's just
Perfect. Holly, I'm going to wave down one of the servers.
She sees you, she smiles and sees who's standing next to you, and the smile is gone. But she walks up to you.
Hi there, Holly. Can you go ahead and get a bucket of White Claws for our guest here, and then go ahead and take him to the bachelor's area?
Oh,
And I'm going to wink at her.
absolutely.
The bachelor area is a place for mortals to go to that is near the Kindred only area, but it
Very
is
nice.
not explicitly. It's just kind of known that it's like, oh, if you're going to pick somebody to drink from, then go ahead and pick from there.
Okay, we'll call it the pasture.
The pasture, perfect.
Pasture. The pasture pad.
The
We will, he'll go, she'll be like, oh, absolutely. And, right this way, sir. She's just kind of like,
and I'm going to go ahead and
looks-
give him a wink.
and he'll follow. Holly knows exactly what to do. She's going to make sure he follows her. He does, and that is in a area where there is a covered sheet, a nice curtain. She opens the curtain, allows him in, closes the curtain, and for the evening, that is the last you will see of Jim Dude. At the same time, TT, can you roll wits and awareness for me, please?
Wits and awareness.
I will warn you right now, wits and awareness will be your top roll in this game. 3. Okay. Larson, you automatically see. You get back to your spot. You have Sword of Damocles sits. Water has been brought to the table. You go back to your booth, and walking up to you, and walking through the door, both TT and Larson will see Jones. Now, Jones is a Bruja. Jones is known to both of you. He's been here for about a month. He is your kindred Candyman. He comes in, gives Larson a handshake and a hug. He walks through. He sees TT. Gives an ear tug. Goes in for a handshake. And TT, are you going to receive the handshake?
I am.
A capsule is slipped into your hand. Go. I won't forget about you. You've been helping me out with this area. If you need me, I'm just going to be posted up at the bar. Now, Jones is a freshly brewed Bruja. He was a former local basketball star who fell from celebrity a few years back. Jones himself is about 6'4", slim, tone, looks like a basketball player. He's still built. He's been sent to the club for the past couple of weeks, take care of any party favors at the club, And it also helps your club because it does help to have a local celebrity in the area to mingle and chat. And tonight you got 2. So everything's going to be moving smooth for you tonight. Estella, you are up on stage, effortlessly creating a good vibe for the club. Monday is service industry night to begin with, so a little grittier and a little darker is what everybody likes. So you're really going into it, and you got them singing at the top of their lungs on the emo song that you thought would be a total troll. Like, it just turned out to be amazing. Like a great accident happened. You're really into it, and one of the employees comes up to you and taps you on the shoulder.
What's up?
You know it has to be an emergency for me to interrupt you.
I figured.
I think we have one upstairs in your apartment. Vast Villain isn't doing so hot. He just came back.
Oh.
Maybe you can check on him, or should I call the paramedics?
I'll go take a quick look and see what's up. And then she'll like motion to B Cubed and tell them to like take over for her.
Okay.
And then she'll just like, give them hand signals to be right back.
Got you. You will switch. B Cube's now taking over the music. And you head directly to your room.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to roll wits and awareness when you walk in. Vast Villain is swaying. Eyes are dilated. He's sitting in a corner with his knees tucked into himself. He's straight edge. He doesn't touch drugs or alcohol. He's just something that he's never done.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that he's actually proud of. To be in that scene, to be one of the few that doesn't over excess. But he's somebody's obviously given him something.
Yeah, she'll go right over and be like, Vast, what's going on?
I don't know. I came back. I came back. I did. I went to the bar, had a ginger ale. I came up here. And I don't feel good. I don't feel good.
Do you remember who gave you what did the person who served you the ginger ale look like?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't feel good. I just don't feel good. Can you roll me? Let's do intelligence and occults.
Okay.
We're gonna.
That's a tough roll for me.
This is just kind of classify into what I'm thinking. So.
Okay.
Even
Got
if you
2,
roll
so
bad.
we're chill. Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
At this point in time, you think if you feed on Vast Villain, which may or may not has happened before.
It definitely has.
You believe he would calm down, but you have enough knowledge of knowing that if somebody is affected in some way, shape, or form, you can take on the effects of somebody in that position. You have the option of, you just have somebody who's just obviously having a bad trip in your room. How does Estelle handle that?
I think if Estelle does realize that feeding on him would help, I think she would. I mean, she's no stranger to drugs. She used to do them all the time when she was still, human. They don't, it's whatever, she's been there. So, and even as like a kindred, they, whatever, it happens sometimes. So yeah, I think she would feed on him.
Okay. He just kind of, it happens before, so he knows, that
Yeah, I think
he
she'd
knows
be
what's
like,
going on.
yeah, I think she'd be like, hold on, like I'll help you a little bit. Like you're not well.
Okay. How much are you going to take?
Just one.
Just one? Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll clear your hunger of 2 down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
And he instantly kind of calms down, starts breathing a little bit more. It looks like he's probably going to just fall asleep. Like,
Yeah.
his night is done.
So she'll like tuck him in on her. Like I imagine she has like a chaise lounge in her room, and she's gonna like wrap him in a blanket, and like just kind of tuck him in there and be like,
Okay.
check on you later.
However, for the rest of the night is going to be interesting for you. You will be at a -1 dice disadvantage for anything that has to do with any physicality or pretty much anything. If it doesn't affect it, I'll let you know. But chances are it's going to affect it.
Sounds good. I think she'd shoot off a text to TT. TT, and I think she'd probably just text the group and be like, somebody drugged, vast villain, got a ginger ale at the bar. He was not doing well. You know how he is. I'm gonna be a little out of it for a bit, but I'll still be around. And she'll like head back downstairs.
Okay.
She's like giving them a heads up that someone got drugged.
Absolutely. You will be. You're not going to be truly affected. You're not going to be swaying or anything of the sort. You've done these before.
That's what. Yeah, she's just like a little. I think she just says like she's a little out of it. It's like a brain fog kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. You'll be. You've knocked it out of the park like this before in your mortal life. You could handle this right now as a kindred, but still going to have a little effect on you. Dean, you're sitting in the vault, which is where you always feel the most helpful in the club. You're just kind of running head of operations. Anybody that needs to come to you to ask you a particular question about management or bring you any documents that you need to sign or anything of the sort, it's just being done. You have a desk, maybe, that you set up on one of the tables in the back. Very tasteful. Doesn't look like you have papers everywhere, but it's very tasteful for what it could be in the room. Do you light a cigar? You set it in the ashtray. Although you can't smoke it, the scent and just the movements and everything is just feels natural and feels good. It's the habit you couldn't break as a mortal. You can't stop now. You get the text from Estelle. At this time, everybody, except Estelle, will be there soon. This is about the time that you hear on the earpiece to come to the center, to the VIP room, to the vaults. You all walk in, you all get your email, you all get your text. It's the 3 of you in the room now. This is the first time you've seen each other today, and you're now getting this information.
Fucking hell.
How does that happen right now? More importantly, who's doing this right now?
I have an
See.
idea.
Care to share with the class?
We have a candy man in our midst. Want me to check it out?
No. It can't be.
Yeah, that seems a little far-fetched for him, right? That would maybe get him kicked out, and then he wouldn't make any money. And that would be worse.
It's a good place to start, though.
Yeah. Maybe he recognizes somebody in the crowd that we don't.
I'll see what I can find.
TT, you want to go talk to him, and I'll go talk to the bartender?
I'm on it.
Sounds good. TT, you'll be the first one. You both kind of walk, and we'll just deal with you on there first.
Before
Walk up to... Go ahead.
Dean,
Yes.
can you just keep an eye out for me here if Electra shows up?
Of course.
Thank you.
Are we expecting anybody else today besides Electra?
Keisha.
Dante will show up right now, and I see that we've already got the information. Apologies for being late. I'll go back and do what I was doing. You guys just walk
Dante.
off.
Never mind. Do you want me to clue you into the emails or anything like that, Dean? I can CC you in on them.
It adds to the email, but it might help.
I'll see what we can do.
Okay.
And I'll turn. And I'll go back.
Okay, and we will move through. TT, you've made your way to Jones. Yes, ma'am.
So we have a problem.
Okay.
Have you been distributing candy to our guests?
I have not yet. Not at the moment. It's kind of slow right now, actually. As for like in this part of the area, absolutely not. No. Like I anybody needs anything upstairs, I meet with them, you know. But nothing upstairs yet. But yeah, definitely nothing down here. I'm not trying to, you know, I understand it's not like cam rule or anything, but it's still got to follow, you know, some kind of structure, right?
Clearly, we have a situation.
Okay.
So somebody has been giving the cattle candy that they're not supposed to be.
He kind of looks around a little bit. Fuck. Shit. Let me contact some of my people. See if anybody's in the area. If they know if anybody's in the area. I don't know if anybody that I know's here. But if you don't need me posted up here, I'll just go and go through the crowd and try to see if I can spot for you if you want.
If, as you wish. Now, just let this be known. I'll leave you with this little tidbit. There's no reason for the establishment to fear me, but it has every right to fear the people collectively. I am one with the people. Peace be unto you.
He'll nod and he will start taking off, trying to look, you know, he looks like he wants to help. So he's going to be around. You'll see him periodically. Larson, you meet up with the bartender. Yes, sir?
Yeah. I am going to move to the bar, behind the bar, and I'm checking different, like, the stock levels and things. And I'm going to go to the bartender and just, how's everything going back here?
Everything seems to be moving smoothly. Like we've been bumping today. A few big crowds, making some decent money today.
Good. Is this bartender new or a experienced bartender?
Experience. You've picked them up. They've been around for about a year, but they've been in the industry. You've kind of the bartenders and servers have been picked by you. You know them, and you cherry pick bars around the area for the best. You guys got the money. Might as well use it. You pay your people well. So bartenders are making double digits plus tips. Where else could you do that?
Yeah.
But yeah, she's been here for about a year, and she doesn't seem like she's she's just casually talking to you. She doesn't think anything's wrong or anything. Doesn't seem like it.
Have you served any ginger ale this evening?
I had a few whiskey and ginger ales. I had a couple ginger ales. Good mix of like 75-25 of all the soda to alcohol tonight. People are make sure they're not doing anything stupid. But yeah, a couple ginger ales at least.
Okay. Any of the staff? Anybody on hand that's working this evening?
As of right now, it's me. I have Nathan showing up in. Looks like it's about 10:45, 11. He should be coming in around 11:15. Nathan's always late, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just me kind of holding down the place for right now.
Did Vass come to you asking for a drink?
Yeah, he asked for a ginger ale as well.
And did you serve him from the gun?
Yeah, served from the gun. Is that his drink there?
Okay. Did you see anybody going around his drink? Any hands?
You notice that she kind of gets an idea of what you're talking about now. She's like, not that I know of, sir.
No? You
No,
sure?
it
wasn't you.
No. 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 Okay. She's starting to get a little panicked.
Hey. I'm gonna look at her. I need you to calm down for me, okay? Can you do that for me?
Okay, I've been doing this for a very long time, and I haven't had a situation like this before, so...
You're one of our best. We'd be shamed. Truly shamed and up Shit's Creek if we had to lose you. But I don't want to lose you. So I'm going to need you to tell me, real quick, yes or no, did you slip anything into Vast's drink?
Absolutely not.
Can I make an insight check on this?
Yeah! Give me... Are you trying to be friendly with it, or are you just going to get down to business?
I'm going to be friendly with it for right now.
I'll give you charisma and insight.
Charisma insight, got it. It's 2 successes.
2 successes. Even with 2 successes, she's she's upset. She's showing signs of, anxiety and upset and being very upset of what happened. She doesn't show any signs of like tenseness or nervousness. It's just anxiety and sadness is kind of kicking in. She's she's been here long enough to know about Vast and what he does, and he's told her stories, I'm sure. She would never want to do something like that to a friend.
No, of course not. Of course not. Hey, look at me. What's your name?
My name's Michelle. Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah. Her name's Michelle. Yeah.
Of course, Michelle. Hey, Michelle, go ahead. When you can, as soon as you can, go ahead and take a break. Clear it up. You're going to be fine, okay?
Okay, and
just keep an eye out.
Absolutely. Nathan shows up, and she just kind of waves, and she's like, "Thank you. I'll keep an eye out." And actually, I'm going to go tell Nathan right now, so we can just make sure everything's good.
Thank you so much. That's very, very good, Michelle. Michelle, one more thing.
Yes.
If another person ever gets slipped something, Mickey or otherwise, under your watch, you'll be finding work elsewhere.
And she just kind of turns around and just walks away. And she's lesson learned at this point in time. As all this is going down, security is now picking up on the situation. You start hearing Sarge in everybody's earpiece coming in. We have a code pink. Start checking tapes. Everybody be on your guard. Start looking through. Estelle, give me a wits and awareness at a -1.
Perfect. 1.
That's a 1. You're trying to focus on everything that's going on. Your head is banging. You're trying to see through the crowd, and you look at the door, and you see what you think you see, at least, is maybe a split second of Felix.
Perfect.
But leaving.
Okay.
You can't really decide if that was the drugs or the actual Felix, but that's what your head saw.
Log that for later. I'm not going to draw too much attention to it.
Gotcha. Dean. I've known that man for a very long time. I'm going to do that many times. Dean, wits and awareness, please.
Three successes. 3 successes. And one of it. Yeah, no, we're good. 3 successes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Very good. Always keep track of your hunger dice when you roll those. You have the 5 hunger dice. Every one you add every time you're in the hunger. And, just keep those positives and successes and, the ones and the 10s. Let me know about.
I will do that.
You look up from your table. You look down. You look up again. And standing a respectable and perfect 6 feet away from you is Keisha Phelps.
Okay.
Um,
Shoot immediately a text to Larson. Let him know that Keisha is here. And go ahead.
I was going to say, Keisha is known to pop up into things. You know, she's good for a jump scare. She's really good at it. She stands there. She's just like hiding.
Fine. Would you like to sit down?
Yes, I will. I'll wait for everybody to get here, obviously, but
Yeah.
I'll sit down when everybody gets here. But thank you. Is everybody coming to the meeting? Okay. From everybody talking, trying to figure out the ginger ale situation, and dealing with the ginger ale situation, you all kind of walk in at the same time. And Keisha smiles at everybody. Shakes Larson's hand first, being the host. So I need to talk to the four of you. You know, situations that are dire pop up, and we ask for the help of the best that we have. And we have one of those situations, and I hope that you can help again. Father has brought me here. There is a growing issue on the west side of town. We've been watching it and actively working on fixing it, but it's desperate times, you know the rest. Housing additions have been popping up and being built in our biggest city park, Eagle Creek. And we've been fighting for the past couple of years to make sure we don't lose Gangrel land, but by some bad luck, something happened and production is being pushed pretty quickly. And now we have info that there is something. I'm sorry. Someone that could be awakened next Monday. There is a elder that lays in torpor on the newest plot of land set for destruction and housing built on top. Treat this as a cautious but complete, by any means necessary situation. Dean, roll a rouse for me, please. Success. You hear about someone in the city being taken from their land by political ways. And it hits you emotionally, but the beast doesn't show. It reminds you of your mortal mother. It's all those times where she had to fight and go into court to save the house from the landowners trying to sell. It hits a tone as soon as you hear that. Being bullied by a local government, the utility companies, housing developments. This one resonates with you. Larson, a fellow Gangrel in general are being ran out by this situation. TT, you don't like to see anybody have to be taken by the control of the government, especially if the government are impeding on the land as well. Estelle, you don't have too much of a connection on the situation, but the way that you're feeling right now is, downers and bad news is just kind of a bummer, and it's going to bring you down a little bit. Keisha finishes up. She stands up, and I don't have too much time for today, but I have a connection with a man who knew the elder, who just came into town today, and tomorrow I can get you guys set up with, so you can find out who you're dealing with. We're not sure exactly who this elder is, but apparently word has it that this other elder's coming in and they have some connection. Father Ramsey feels like it's best for you to learn about them from firsthand experience instead of a sermon on someone I've never met, too. It is Monday, and demolition doesn't start till Saturday. Or Sunday. Sorry, Sunday. You have time to figure out a good time. Is this something that you could do for us?
Larson's going to look to the rest of the group. I am always obliged to help fellow cousins as well as fellow kindred, but things are very busy around here. I hope you understand.
I do. Like I said, I don't think this is going to be a situation where it's going to be like a do now situation. Obviously, we will be in debt as well, and we'll make sure that that debt is paid in whatever way we is needed.
Larson will look at TT and Dean and Estelle. I think we can manage it.
By any means necessary.
Any means.
The meeting tomorrow will be helpful, though. So if you could set that up, we'd appreciate it.
She smiles and nods. Dean, are you okay with this?
Yeah, it doesn't seem right what's happening here.
No, we obviously want to take care of our own in our area. We've done so well to keep what we have, and thanks to you for you've helped us in ways that you can never know. And with that, I'm going to leave you, and we will be in contact later in the week. She nods and just turns around and starts walking, and as soon as she hits the corner, you're not going to find her. She's already gone. With that, it leaves the four of you alone together, and if there's anything that you guys want to discuss, this would be perfect time.
How much effect would an elder awakening now, would it affect our business and what we've got going on here?
From what I've been hearing, most of them just kind of go east, never to return, but someone of that stature waking up is going to start asking for things. Is going to start demanding things. That's not first-hand experience, just what I've heard.
I like the status quo as it is right now. I don't feel like any disruption would be great for that.
We can, might make some convincing that the site's no good.
There are ways around. I know a few people.
We could always falsify data too. Say that the ground's unstable. Quick change of some records, maybe.
There's always a legal way to stop things from happening if you know the right levers.
We at least have some avenues. Maybe we'll have better ideas after our meeting tomorrow.
And if that doesn't work, Larson will look at TT and go, what greater defeat could we suffer than come to resemble the forces we oppose?
Now you're speaking my language.
I spoke to
has-
Michelle, the bartender, about the ginger ale incident, by the way, and nothing like that will happen again. Not on her watch, at least.
Does she have an idea of who?
Yeah, is there anyone suspicious around?
The
I
pushy man.
have someone on it. Searching for the funny fizzies.
Good.
Yeah, appreciate it.
She
With
has
that,
absolutely-
Sarge will walk in. I see the meeting's over. I'm sorry to barge in, but Jones it is, says that he has some info.
Send them on
Tell-
in.
Minna?
Okay. And as we send him in, I think this is going to be a good time to take a 5-minute break. For the audience, if you want to go grab your drink, get your buyer breaks going, give us a pause, do whatever you gotta do. We'll be back in 5, and we will figure out what Jones has for everybody. We are back from a meeting, and the hits keep coming, and they don't stop coming. Next up, we have Jones walking in with some information that you all might need, you want. We come in, and Jones just looks nervous, but he has some information. He's just nervous to be around all 4 of you. This is the first time that he's been in the vault. He knows how important this is, so he's, wants to show respect. For the collective, I think I have information on who may have done it.
Cool, go ahead.
We had somebody pick up some Mickeys from a client on the north side of town near the Butler area. What sounds like what was going on was was down, or somebody was trying to knock somebody out. The person who bought him, Felix was the buyer's name. That's the only person that I know that has bought anything that would be in this town today. I do have a decent amount of people that I know, but it's... Yeah, nobody sold anything. It's just, cannabis today. Mostly. Except for that one. Estelle? You don't need to roll anything for this. You know exactly who Felix is. And if I can get everybody else to roll a wits and awareness, please.
I do have streetwise. Better.
Yeah.
Me too. So it would be streetwise and
Intelligence.
okay.
Or sorry, wits. Wits. Wits.
What's an awareness?
Yep.
I got 1, 2, 3, and then that is a critical success. So 7.
7. How many was
5.
that again, Kitty? 5. And Dean, your wits and awareness roll?
I got 3. I got a 10 on one of my regular dice. Is that count, does it?
Not yet. You
No.
gotta get them. You gotta get them in
3.
multiples. Once you get them in multiples, they double up on you.
Got it. Okay.
Um,
So 3.
Estelle, you being in the mood that you're in right now, with what's going through your body, everybody knows that you know just by the way that you're kind of sitting there. You're knocking your head, not really saying anything. TT, Dean, Larson, it looks like Estelle may have figured this out.
Thanks for the info, Jonesy. Jonesy?
Either or.
Okay, cool.
Can I help you with what's going on? You seem a little woozy. Like, I'm assuming this whole situation, you took care of it. I might have something that can negate that for you.
Yeah?
Checks. Nobody's in here. This is pretty much the most private area here. He grabs a vial and hands it to you. Because I know it's like taking a shot of bad whiskey, but that should clear you up a little bit.
Appreciate you. What do I owe you?
Nothing. This situation shouldn't have happened.
Cool. Appreciate you then. Have a good night.
Anything else you guys need from me? I'll go back to my stuff.
Jones,
Yes.
can I talk to you privately at some point? It doesn't have to be tonight, but I really want to connect with you. I feel like we haven't really connected before.
Okay. I mean, I'll be in this spot. I make sure TD knows that I'm here, and if you need me, she'll know where I'm at. Right now, tonight, I'm just at the end of the bar.
Perfect.
So if you find free time, I should be available for you.
Very good. I hope you have a great evening and happy hunting.
Thank you, and I hope everything for the 4 of you goes well tonight as well. And with that, we will head back to the bar. Now, we're gonna have a couple hours of free time. Estelle, you assume take the vial.
Oh yeah. She definitely does.
Tastes like dirt. I mean,
Cool.
just not you. Unless you are a bagger,
Nope.
this is not going to go well.
Nope.
Let's roll intelligence and streetwise. Do you want to know why he has this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still at a -1?
No, you've
I'm
taken
restored. Okay, cool.
You've restored
Ooh, cool. That's 4 successes.
4 successes. You are in the scene. Both in Kindred and Mortal Kind. Diamond Dust is very popular with both sides of the living and not living, unbreathing. You know that the Bruja have an operation. This operation deals with drug distribution for Kindred. Now, how? Where? You don't know. But you've been around. You've probably bumped into a few of them yourself throughout the time that you've been Kindred. So it's nothing new. You know the story. You know, if you need something, talk to a Bruja usually. Like I said, the next few hours is kind of open. What does everybody want to do?
I want to talk to Estelle.
Okay. So the two of you will find yourself. There's an empty booth that you'll make it to. You both will make it to the second floor. Now, although the service industry is bumping downstairs, not a lot of Kindred out tonight. But you don't make your money. You don't make your money up here. Like money is made downstairs. You let the cattle make the money for you, so you can have a proper meeting room for Kindred to know that they could be someplace safe and be someplace that is accommodating. You will find a booth, and it's not loud. It's just some very light witch house. Thank you.
Which house?
Playing underneath there, and yeah, the two of you sit down.
Estelle?
Larson?
I expected to hear a lot of names tonight. Even it being a Monday night, service industry night, Sin night is very big for us. You know, for our friends out in the trenches. One name I didn't expect to hear was Felix.
Yeah, it would make sense. You wouldn't expect to hear Felix. He's not really, I wouldn't describe him as someone who would frequent this establishment unless he realized that I was here.
I keep a lot of you all's personal life to yourselves. I find it's better to keep work life and personal life separate. Boundaries are important. But now personal life has walked into our establishment and is drugging our employees.
Right. Yeah,
So-
I was going to talk with TT about making sure that person is never allowed in here again.
That's good. That's good. I want to take it one step further.
Okay.
I would very much like to know a little bit. You don't have to tell me your whole life story entangled with this Felix character. But I want to know what to expect from them. what they like, what they don't like, where I can find them, just in case I need to ever talk to them.
Okay. Felix and I went to college together. We both went to Butler. We broke into a computer lab. We stole some stuff. I didn't snitch. Felix did. I got expelled. Yeah. And then, came back here after, being turned and maybe tried to ghoul Felix for a little bit, and then decided that was a terrible idea. And now I have a stalker. I'm usually pretty good. He left me a bunch of voicemails last night. It had been a really long time. He's never actually, he finds me, out and about, but he's never found me here. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a stalker. I had to change my number 3 times, too. How annoying is that?
That's very annoying. That's very
Yeah.
obnoxious. You shouldn't have to deal with that.
So part of me imagines that Felix probably drugged Vast to try to get to me. Yeah.
Our jilted lovers have ways of jumping through hurdles and
We
hoops.
weren't lovers, but,
Not to you, maybe.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
The teachings of Set tell us that there are several parts to a human, to a person. There is the Kat, the Ba, the Ab. We have the Kabit, the Sakin. If you ever want me to remove any of those pieces from Felix, you let me know.
I mean, I thought he was mostly harmless. We'll think about it if he tries to come back after I tell TT to never let him in here again. If he tries to come back, then maybe we'll talk about dismembering him and putting him at the bottom of the river, but for now...
Bad press is better than no press in most industries except for ours.
Alright, well the good news is it was a friend, so...
Yeah.
Nothing terrible should happen. And I took care of it. He's sleeping it off now.
Good. I like to hear it. I'm going to go do the rounds. I hope you have a great rest of your spinning tonight.
Thank you. I'm sure I will.
Very good. And I am going to go do the rounds.
Okay. So we go through there. Estelle, what are you going to do? Are you going to go back to the tables, or
Estelle would
take
probably
the
go.
day off?
Estelle would probably go try and find TT to brief her on Felix.
Okay, TT, you have moved yourself into the security room. Mm-hmm. You have scared 4 security guards for their career and possibly well-being, because this has happened in your establishment and you were having none of it. They are going through the tapes, and as Estelle walks into the room to talk to TT, there is footage that pops up that has Felix at the bar. And
yeah, if Estelle comes into the room and sees it, she'd be like, oh, just pause right there. The guy at the bar is the one who you're looking for. That's Felix.
Please have a seat, my sister.
Great. Yep, no problem. And she'll sit down in, like, the chair opposite probably TT, put her feet up on the desk. I think she's wearing, like, a pair of, like, black high-top sneakers.
This
Okay.
little character here Bad for business.
Right. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I would like him to never be allowed in here again.
Oh. If he hasn't gotten the memo by now, he will. Because
Great.
whenever you're looking for something, they always say, look for a bruja. Now, I overlook certain things because it keeps the kindred and the cattle happy. It keeps them sedated. But see, the difference between that business and this business here is the issue of consent.
Oh yeah, that man's not. No, he's a stalker. We had past dealings. I would prefer him never be welcome here again.
I see.
Likely drugged Vass to try to get to me. He's never found me here. He's found me at other places. He found my phone. I should have known something would be up and should have been on my toes, but he called me a bunch last night. Left me a bunch of weird voicemails that are just nothing. He does this every once in a while and I have to get a new phone. But he's like never found me here. So it's a fun new trick I guess he has.
Has he ever tried to hurt you?
No. No, he hasn't tried to hurt me. He knows better. He was briefly a ghoul. He knows better than to try to hurt me.
Seems like he needs to be taught a lesson.
Listen, not my pig, not my farm. If you want to teach him a lesson, I'm not gonna stop you. I don't think he needs to die, but however you handle security business, like I said, not my dealing. I'm gonna go play music. However you handle security stuff is your business.
Stella. The first lesson a revolutionary must learn that he is a doomed man.
Is he doomed or am I doomed?
He.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. He's doomed to... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Larson knows now too, so... Larson is aware of the situation too. But... Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
If you say so. I would really just prefer him not be allowed near this establishment if he's going to be a weirdo and drug my friends.
I have my men on it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And,
Always a pleasure.
and with that, Estelle will head back off on stage. TT, you're in the room with Sarge. Comes over to you and goes, so how much force am I allowed to use?
The empty box of bags that we have in storage, he sets foot in this club again. I want every single bag filled and nothing left.
I'll make sure of it. Sarge has a way of dealing with things. Sarge never spent time in the military, but that's just the attitude that he's always had. May have come from a criminal background, maybe a serial killer that just kind of changed his mind. Like, you'll never really know, but Sarge is Sarge, and he does what needs to be done for you.
Sarge.
Yes.
Also, if he's found, I want a letter written to Estella to say that he's sorry for causing her any trouble or whatever, and that he'll never bother her again. She doesn't
make
need
sure.
more.
I'll make sure of it.
Larson names.
He'll walk away and he will start making phone calls. We have Dean with the news of with the news of the politics and stuff that are going on, and your knowledge of the city, and you've been there. You're already been on the phone with people about the situation. You've probably talked to about 2 to 3. Give me a manipulation in politics roll, or charisma, whichever one's the highest.
1 success.
1 success. Okay. So you have contacted and got a hold of a lawmaker who has heard of the story of what's going through. From what he knows, the process to not build on the land was going through, and then at the last moment it got rejected, and it was immediately allowed for use. No known lobbyists, no real known. Everybody's kind of like, oh, I guess it didn't pass. That's about as much as they know, but there's really no real reason it happened. It just happened.
Okay. No name associated, no company associated. Nothing that
No
stands
company,
out.
no name, nothing. He has no information on how it got rejected. He just knows that it did. It was, he's guessing some committee, but like no committee is admitting it, at least.
Okay.
So, after those phone calls, what is Dean's to-do list for the next couple of minutes before Electra shows up?
I will create a small list of things for Dante to look up for me, specifically who now owns property that's been zoned to be developed. It will have a new owner. I want to see who that is to see if we can find something like that. And just a couple minor things that would make sense for this situation for that. Other than that, I can't think of anything else that would be prudent that hasn't already been taken care of.
Sounds good. Dante will come in. He'll grab the information. He knows who to get a hold of. Ghouls have a network, so somebody's going to be tech savvy with the ear to the ground, and we'll get that information for you. He will go out and he'll start getting info for the next couple hours. He'll try to get you some information by the night's end. Larson, you've done your rounds. You are back to the front. Everything's good. Sword of Damocles is still there. She's having a great time. They have moved to Tequila and spending money, which you like to see. The crowd has fluctuated. The Kindred have started to show up a little bit in the top. So there's more room in the bar, in the area right now. Jim Shorts is gone, plus a few others. Taken care of. As you are watching the front, Electra from the Leannan Club walks up to you. Now, Electra, as you will know, as the owner of the Leannan Club, which is the largest club in Indianapolis. It is Think of it as a resident succubus club. Very big, very notable in the city. Now, Electra is an elder from Chicago, and she seems to still treat everybody with dignity and respect, at least. But she carries a name with her. She carries a rank. Her fame is known in the area. She walks up to you, Larson. Larson, good evening.
Wonderful, wonderful to see you, Electra. You are radiant and electrifying as always.
Why, thank you, Larson. A man with words. I appreciate you. I always have. How's the evening going for everybody?
Oh, it's going just swimmingly. We have our Sin night going on, our service industry night, so all the locals are having a fantastic time. We have wonderful DJs moving in and out and keeping the mood particularly wonderful. I have a spot for you in our VIP section. I know how you like to people watch, so I have you set up in a corner.
Actually, tonight I was wondering if we can make matters upstairs.
A little bit more privacy. All right.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead
have.
and get everything suited.
She'll smile and she will walk in. She stands about 6 foot tall, which is exceptionally tall for a woman born at 114 BC. She has short, curly hair with olive skin. She always uses Breath of Life to look as luxurious as she can, as she always has. Her dress is very artsy, with a very hint of her Greek background showing. Her walk is very slow and smooth. She stands out in a crowd no matter where she goes. People get out of her way in the crowd. She starts walking and people just start moving away. It's she's like she has a bubble around her, a 3-foot bubble, and nobody gets in her way unless she wants you there. She's walking side by side with you, and she greets TT as she walks by, and actually, ma'am, TT, would you join us as well? If Estelle's not busy, if somebody can ask her as well. If not, I understand she's performing and I don't want to stop her if she doesn't need to, but I do have some business to talk to everybody and Dean as well.
Of course. I'll send a message to Estelle.
Yeah,
Estelle?
Estelle will check her phone and be like, oh, okay, more business. And she'll, look at B Cubed again and be like, all right,
Time to
take
do
over
it.
again, bud. Yeah.
You're working in
back here.
shifts. It's nice.
Yeah. We rotate.
And somebody has messaged Dean, I'm sure. Larson's going to hit Dean up, and Dean, you have a little elevator that pumps you up from the vault to the second floor. You're there before everybody else. Now, Dean, you move everybody to their seats. Again, we're in that corner that Larson and Estelle had. It's still quiet in that area. She comes over and gives a hug and kisses Dean's cheeks. As a fellow business owner in the area, she's just like, it's so good to see you, Dean. How's business? How's everything?
It's going very well, Electra. how is your business doing? Good, I
Oh,
hear.
it's same as always. It's surprises me sometimes in a growing dead city. Surprises always arise, though. You know, it's we're just building year by year. Speaking of surprises, one of these surprises have popped up for me. As I need to go back to Chicago this week for one night. Now, why I brought the four of you here for me to leave for Chicago may seem weird. I am asking for a solid. Although I don't want to go back to Chicago, would you four be able to watch the Leannon on Wednesday? I have a very, very special VIP coming in, and when I have to be away, I need the best there is to be there.
Well, you greatly honor us by calling us the best.
I see what you do for the city. I see what you do for kindred and kind alike. I understand my reach because of my experience in this realm. Gets me noticed a lot more, but I wish I could run something as fun and as energetic as you can now. Now, the Leannon Club usually runs more of a clean dance hall. Very pop, hip hop, top 40 kind of place. But the secondary part of her club, where the kindred are, is freedom. The top of the top that can want to be seen or just want to just do whatever they want to do, go to this club. Where you get a lot more of the locals. Hers is the Hard Rock Hotel. The Hard Rock restaurants. You get the tourists, but you don't get the people around you. She goes, I just wish I could do this again. What I had in Chicago was amazing. But since I had to come here, I've done what I can, and even though it's successful, it's not the same. It's hard to put my heart in it anymore.
Do you have musicians already booked for Wednesday? Is that already set up? Do you need something set up?
Estelle, if you would like to perform, I would have no problem with that. I have my resident DJ that's going to be in, but since I have everybody here, I want everybody to to present the best. Our Wednesdays get a little wild anyway, so a change of music.
I can mix something up that's a little more top 40s pop with a little bit darker undertone than my usual for you.
That would be awesome. And TT, I have to bring my security with me, and the way that you handle yourself here, you've proven yourself in the city, and I would be honored to have you watch over this guest and make sure they're taken care of. She looks around and still sees other kindred, and she's just like, I won't even speak of their name. That's how important I need you to be there, and I know you can do it.
Will you be leaving any security, or do I need to bring more of my men?
If you need some of mine, I will have some for you. They will do what needs to be done to help you out. If you want to bring your own, that's up to you, however you want to run your show.
I'll look over to Dean. See what he thinks.
I don't necessarily want to keep this club without its security, but I'm sure we could manage a few.
Now, Dean, you know that on Wednesdays it's kind of a slower day for you. Thirsty Thursdays really pick up for you, and that's what leads you into the weekend. But Monday with the service industry night, that Sin night is, for some reason in Indianapolis, most places are closed on Monday. So this is their party time to go out. Tuesdays you get a little bit more, but Wednesdays is just kind of a work week for everybody. So, yeah, with that information, you'll be able to go with what you want to go with.
Yeah. I trust TD in her way she runs security, so whatever she says, I'm okay with.
And at your service.
Now, Electra looks at her. She's like, "Thank you so much. Like every time, though, my time is short to be here. Time is money. I have to be places and run the things. But I wanted to make sure I talked to all of you face to face for this important situation. But I thank you, and I will bid you adieu."
We are always humbled by your presence, Electra, and we look forward to more of your visits more often.
Yes, please. You're always welcome here.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you. And she turns away and she sways away. Just slowly goes into the crew. And again, for the second time tonight, you've had somebody ask of something from you. Your schedules are starting to fill up a little bit. At least for the next couple of days. Is there anything that the group would like to talk to about this last meeting?
Nope.
Very cut and dry. We understand our goals, what we
Absolutely.
need to do.
So we have those two set up. You will go back to going for your music. Larson, you go back up front. Now you're getting into the evening here. It's about 3 in the morning, so your crowd's starting to disperse a little bit more. Your kindred part is filling up. It's kind of turning into their party time, and they get to take the stragglers that may have had a little too much to drink. Maybe they're now enjoying themselves up top, or being, and now they're kind of hanging out in the mortal realm, and they're the ones that are keeping the music going, and they're the ones that are keeping the enjoyment going. TT, you get a message from Sarge. It comes up and goes, "Look what I have here," and a link to a TikTok pops up, and it is of Felix. It looks like he has been crying a lot, and he is in a nervous but kind of calm, need to be calm, I've been told that I need to be calm action, for who This may concern. I am sorry for my actions, and I will make sure to never come back to the premise or be on the block of the city block. And then it cuts right there. And then you get another message. Share with who you want to.
And I send that to the entire group with a thumbs up emoji. And I send another message following that to Dean saying, "Aw, we almost had a new footstool."
Yeah, I could have done something with that.
So everybody gets this message. Estelle, how's your reaction to this?
Estelle looks at it and like chuckles a little bit, and she's like, she sends a message back that says, "Thanks, TT. Probably should have told you I had a stalker earlier. That would have been quicker to handle that."
Does Larson reply to anybody or anything after seeing
Thumbs up. Just
Thumbs
a
up
thumbs up
emoji on
emoji.
it? Okay. So, as the evening is coming to an end, we have a Dante coming back to Dean. Now, Dante walks in. Sir, you wanted me to look into the information on the housing development names, businesses. I looked into this for you. I found a few connections. I had a few of Estelle's family take care of some things. The Nos were very helpful on the situation. They came back with the same information, though. There's no business. There's no name. There's no money trail. There's no political series. Like, nobody voted for it in. Like, the committees weren't passing anything on it, but something big happened. And whatever it is really good at keeping it quiet.
Thank you, Dante, for that information. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Should I... is this a personal matter on the situation? I know you four were talking to it. Do you want me to pass on the information for you?
No, that's okay. I'll handle the distribution of information on this one.
Okay. Well, if you need me, just hit me up. I'll be there for you.
Will do.
Dante walks away, goes through. Dean, with this information, what are you doing?
Not sure yet. I think I want to sit on it. Figure out what this could mean. Actually, let's see if I can go find Larson, see what he's up to.
Okay. Are you going to go and find him, or are you just going to hit him up on the earpiece?
I'll hit him up on the earpiece and see what he's doing.
Okay.
Larson, where are you at right now? What do you got going on?
I'm currently letting know these 3 exotic dancers that they cannot dance on the tables in this area. If you want to dance on tables, then you have to go to this area. Thank you, ladies. Yes, I'm all yours.
Oh, perfect. Can I discuss something with you real quick? Can I meet you?
Yes, of course, yeah. I can come down to you if that's much more convenient.
Yeah, it might be a little bit more convenient, a little quieter.
Perfect.
Less distracting.
I'll make my way down then. And
The ladies get off the tables and move to the designated table dancing section.
thank you. And I will make my way.
Okay. It will take just a few minutes. Won't take long to get to the vault. And Dean, you find yourself sitting. Are you at your desk, or are you kind of in the tables right now?
I'm just kind of in the tables. I don't feel like I need to be at the desk right now.
Okay. Yeah, you got another cigar lit just to have the smoke going as Larson walks up to you.
This is every time I'm in here, it feels much more secure than the last. I don't know how you do it.
So I have a problem, and I don't know how to put it all together, but for some reason I cannot find any information on who this developer is. There's usually paper trail, money trail, somebody knows something, but I've got nothing. I don't understand. Feels like, I don't know, important people are in town maybe that we don't know about, or somebody's pulling something we don't get. I'm not seeing it. What is your take on it?
You know what this sounds like? And before I answer, I think it's only fair. Might I roll storyteller?
Yes.
Never mind. This is not the
that bad of a
character.
roll.
I did not have the skill that I thought I did.
Let me roll
mind.
Check's character sheet. Never mind.
Never mind. I forgot that I made a persuasive and attentive person and not somebody that's into politics or technology. You know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like tried and true shadow ops, Dean. But not of the military kind. This sounds like our kind of work.
Think somebody's coming in, pushing. Maybe they know the location of this unknown elder.
It's either that or apparently some developers working very closely with City Hall, that they're doing everything analog and not digital.
Potentially. I like analog better than digital myself, but yeah, this is... Maybe we'll start putting together some pieces after our meeting tomorrow.
Sounds perfect to me. I just know that I wouldn't want to be caught with my pants down if we had somebody else trying to muscle into, was it Butler that they said?
Eagle Creek.
Eagle Creek.
Ugh. Eagle Creek. All right.
It's a very nice place.
If I had my nose about it, this sounds exactly what kind of happened to me back in the 70s, so sounds about right.
Okay.
Somebody started moving product on our turf and started giving out samples, but nobody knew where they were from, where they came from, who they worked for. And then it wasn't right until they were right in front of us that we felt the kick in the dick.
Yeah, let's try to keep that from happening here. I like what I have here. I don't feel like I'm gonna let it go.
Agreed. Especially if somebody gets an elder in their hands. I've been thinking about it all night, Dean, and I think that having an elder in our pocket wouldn't be a bad idea.
Maybe beat him to the punch on that one, or?
It's like a bachelorette party, Dean. You know what the bride likes, and you make sure that she gets plenty of it. Until she's passed out, on her way out the door, somebody's swiping the card. We just have to make sure that this bride has plenty of cranberry vodkas in her. The bride being the elder, that is.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we just have to play matchmaker, find out his type, and the rest just kind of handles itself.
I appreciate the bachelorette's elder idea there. So, with that information, Dante is still going to look into more that he can, and I'm sure you're going to pass on that information to him so he can start looking analog instead of digital. You know, there's some people in the ministry that should help out and move some things along since they're kind of part of the city as well. All right, so we're hitting about 4 a.m. We're getting close to the end of the crowds here at the vault. Estelle, you're finishing up your set for the night. Everything's been pretty smooth for you, except for the whole, Felix thing. Anything you want to do before the end of the night for you?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay. So we will finish up with the set. TT, your security is starting to head home. The shifts are changing. The security comes with the building, not the club, so they make sure that everything's taken care of for you during the daytime on the area as well. Shifts are changing. Sarge is standing there with a cigarette in his mouth. Puts it out. I think it's about time for me to roll out, TT. Is there anything else I could do? Anything I should set up for the next crew?
No, you're good. You did good.
Thank you, TT. I will see you tomorrow. As he leaves, Jones pokes his head in. It's like, TT, thank you for tonight. I'm sorry for what happened.
Before you leave, I'm kind of hungry. What you got on you?
He smiles and he commences to go through the list of blood types, resonance, and if you're looking for something a little extra, he's got some of that for you too. So, your choice. How does TD wind down?
With a nice bag of O.
Gotcha. So he's gonna make. He'll have 2 vials. Hands them over. You guys keep me paid, so never have to worry about paying. I make my money where I need to, and I thank you for that. That should get you taken care of for tonight, and I'll make sure to keep that in stock for you.
Peace be unto you.
Nods to you. And he goes out. Now, Larson, you're there until the last person is there. And tonight, Sword of Damocles has pulled the all-nighter. She is not sloppy. She's done good. She's sobered up. She knows what's game. Larson, honey, I always have the best time at this club.
We are always happy to oblige you whenever you see fit.
I'll set up I'm going to set up some things with my girls that are coming into town. Maybe we'll get a show for you.
We would love to have it right there, center stage. We'll take good care of you.
And she snaps, and the person right next to her jots it down.
Perfect.
Honey, I'm gonna let you go. I see that I'm the last one here. Thank you for your time.
Well, our doors are always open to you, and with you leaving, it is time to let my hair down, and he'll do so.
And a mighty lovely maid you have too.
Have to keep good care of it. You be safe now.
Okay, she's walking. She's taking her heels off, but still, 6'2", like huge, and walks out the door. And Holly comes up and locks the doors. Everybody has had an amazing Monday. This turned out to be very good for all of us. I'm glad you guys
Sounds
thought of
about
this.
right.
Sid night, best night. Gotta say. Better than some Saturdays. Better than some Saturdays.
Nobody drinks like service industry fiends. Nobody drinks like service industry fiends.
They know what they're doing. Okay, I'm gonna finish up my closing, and I will. I'm off tomorrow, and I will see you Thursday.
See you Thursday.
She walks off.
Is Nathan the bartender?
Yeah, Nathan's in the back, and he's running the pint glasses of the machine through the spinner scrubber, and washing the glasses and capping the tops of the booze there.
Perfect. I'll just do some last minute check-ins with him, and then Larson will check in with everybody else, make sure they're okay, and then head to bed.
Okay. Everybody gets something from Larson. Estelle, TT, is there anything you need to talk to Larson about, or you guys good? And last in the place, before you head to bed, you head in, and Dean, you are finishing up your paperwork of everything that's gone on today. You're shutting down your computer. Is there anything that you need from Larson? Is there anything that you want to do before you go to bed?
No, I think I'm okay with Larson now. I was gonna tell TT about the fact that we may have some potential newcomers to the city, maybe. We don't know. I'm gonna relay the information that I got from Dante to her now that, like, the main security is kind of done with their club for now. I didn't want to bother her with it for nothing that's gonna really happen tonight, so.
Okay. So you send like an email. Yeah, nothing too important to get to tonight if she doesn't need it. Other than that, just finishing up.
I'll send one to
emails
Estelle as well. I don't want to leave her out.
Okay.
I'll let her
Everybody
know
gets
too.
an email and make
I
sure.
don't want to leave anybody out. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. And with that, we will end our Monday session here with Indy Anarchs. A decent, everybody with the session one needs an intro, and the beginning's going on. I think we've got a good day in the life set up for us here. I would like to thank my players for this session. We've had some fun. Let's go around the horn and do our little outros. I'm going to start with Leslie.
Hi again, it's Leslie. I've been Estelle Hines, the Nosferatu. You can find me on Twitter at Leslie Wombat, and then you can find me usually on Tuesdays on Carrion Comfort for Comfortsicle, where I play video games and eat popsicles.
I love the show. You can donate and pick flavors.
You can.
Some are tasty, some are out just disgusting.
Hot dog water or jalapeno has been the worst one still. Yeah.
Somebody's got to beat it, though. I'm waiting for somebody to beat it.
Yeah, that was an expensive popsicle.
Next up is going to be Wes.
Hi, I'm Wes. I am the founder and creative director of Carrion Comfort Studios. I work alongside Leslie, and you can see me on the various shows that we have over there. If you'd like to check them out, follow us on Twitch, follow us on Twitter, so that you know when things are coming up, or you can hop into our Discord where you get announcements and annoying pings all the time about things going on there. If you want to directly support us, then you can subscribe to our YouTube to catch up on previous shows. You can buy our merch in our Threadless store, or you can also just support us on Patreon, where all the people go and support. So go ahead and hit us up there. We would love to see you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Wes. Next up is going to be Kitty.
Hi everybody, Kitty Kimchi here, and tonight I was your bouncing brew hot titi. And you can catch any updates from me on Yep She's Blasian on Twitter. Message me there if you want me to play something else bouncy. So yeah.
Awesome, thank you. And then Corey.
Thank you, everybody, for tonight. I really appreciate it. Vampire is something I'm coming back to. It's been a while since I've played a vampire game. So my Twitter is at Indy Corey Harris, and I'm going to say everybody needs to go check out Carrion Comfort and Martlet Games. I'm hoping to get more involved in these kind of things, play more games. I like playing games. It's been a while. But yeah, that's kind of it for me. And thank you all for joining. I do appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Corey. And I'm Steven Rieger. I've been your storyteller tonight. I am a creative partner at Martlet Games. Please check us out at twitch.tv/Martlet Games or at Martlet Games. Or you can check out my stuff at Darth Generico. We have a lot of stuff going on. Check out our backlogs and expect more awesome things. With that, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and have a good night.